class, today we are going to do an activity that I think you'll enjoy. We're going to do the Northern Snakehead Invasion game. We've been learning about ecosystems and the importance of ecosystems maintaining a proper balance. So today we're going to investigate what might happen if an invasive species were to enter an ecosystem and what the results might be. Okay? So I want to introduce the game to you. It is called the Northern Snakehead Invasion game. And I would like for you to look with me at the gameplay and scoring rules. First of all, you will play in teams of 4. I know that we have one extra, so we will have one group of 5 that will, 2 people will share an organism. Each team member will represent a fish, either a crayfish, a brook trout, a kingfish, or a northern snakehead. The game will be played in 30-second rounds. The first round will begin with each of you having 3 lives, which are going to be represented by these bingo chips or 2 color counters, all right? So you'll each begin with 3 lives. In each round, players or fish are going to be using one hand, and the tool or tools you are given in order to feed yourselves. You may only use one hand to get your food. So if you're using these 2 knives, you're going to have to treat them like chopsticks. You may not use any part of your body. You have to use the tool you've been given to pick up your food. All right, so we've got 2 knives, or you may have a spoon, or you may have a fork. Okay. And then eventually, after we play a couple of rounds of our game, you may be introduced to the game with a binder clip as your tool. Does everyone know how to use a binder clip?
Yes.
All right, to use a binder clip, you open the clip and then push. It acts like a set of jaws. Okay. All right. All right, now the food that you are going to be trying to eat are these different colored pom-poms. They are different colored for a reason. Each color represents a certain type of food. And each organism eats particular types of food. So let's find out what organisms eat which foods. Oh, before we do that, you may only eat the food that is appropriate, the appropriate color for your species or for your organism. After each round, you must have acquired at least 5 pom-poms to survive. So you started with 3 bingo chips or 3 2-color counters, and if you are not able to successfully eat or gather 5 pom-poms, your color, then you lose a life. And then when we go to the next round, you're down 1 life. You only have 2 to go. If it happens again, you lose another life. And then in the 3rd round, if you're unsuccessful, you lose your last life, then you become extinct. You become extinct, and then you will join the snakehead fish, which is our species that is invasive to the balanced ecosystem.
So the snakehead fish is not. What is the snakehead fish?
All right, so we're going to go through it now. So one of you will be a crayfish, and you will be using the spoon, which you only eat the white pom-poms. Okay? So crayfish, spoon, white pom-pom. Thumbs up if you got that. All right, right now in your groups, decide who will be the crayfish.
Nope.
All right. Next, we have the brook trout. The brook trout gets 2 knives and can have either white or blue pom-poms. Okay, that's the brook trout. So quietly decide now who's left left in your group will be the brook trout. Alright, give me 5, 4, 3, 2. This is not a kingfisher, this is a kingfish. Kingfisher is a bird. Alright, so we also have a kingfish, which will be represented with 1 fork. And the kingfish can only eat red pom-poms. Only red. Alright? And then whoever is left is the snakehead. The snakehead will be using the binder clip, and the snakehead eats the white, the red, and the blue. The white, red, and the blue. Okay? You can hear me clap once. You can hear me clap twice. Any questions about the game? Questions about the game? Yes.
We're working together and we're both being crayfish.
Okay, that sounds fine, because you have the group of 5. Perfect. Thank you for working that out. Yes.
What if you lose your life and then the next round you don't lose your life and you earn your life back? Or just
There is, if you were able to, you must have 5 pom-poms to keep your life. And then if you were successful in getting 3 more, for a total of 8 or more, then you earn another life, and you can get your life back.
What if you already have 3 lives? Can you still earn another one?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow!
All right, so let me see your number talk language if you are ready to play. I need you, with your group, to go to one of the tables that has a lake on it, represented by felt paper.
We have a purple lake.
All right, I'm going to be coming around.
No.
I'm going to be coming around. I'm going to be dropping food in the lake. These are our fish, our native fish in the lake, and other food.